here, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to hear a performance from Lizbeth, and it's so exciting. So what we're going to do is we're modeling how to use this document right here. So with this document, I can go to Lizbeth's name, and I can open up her script in one window. So file, go in one window, and I can have her script, and I can copy it. So if you click on it, if you click on the link, you could go ahead and copy. So if you are, if your name goes A to H, I want you in the script document, and I want you to give her feedback on the script and maybe help her to annotate. Give her suggestions in her script. So A through H, I want you to be on the script. Okay? After H, so A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, so I to Z, I want you to be on this document that I dropped in the chat. Right? So these are her next steps. Right? So Lizbeth Ariano. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these in the chat one more time. Right? So where's my chat? You know what? I can't find my chat here. Stop. More chat. Michelle Mendez is laughing at me. Yeah, so she says, don't change the script, add comment. So that's one, and this is the other. Michelle, who are you laughing at? Okay, here we go. So I want to see, so I see 3 of you in here. Hopefully you're logged into Animo so I could give you points. And I see no one in this document. Oh no, there you are. Okay, so I should see you typing and giving feedback to her as she's rehearsing. Okay, Lizbeth, are you ready to go? Are you still there? Yes. Okay, so you're on. Go ahead. And we should all be commenting, giving her feedback in Twinkles, and writing feedback as she performs in here. This is what we should see in the breakout rooms. You're on, Lizbeth.
Okay, I'll start now. The easiest thing to be in the world is yourself. The most difficult thing is to be what other people want you to be. So tell me why we put our emotions aside to please others. Because the way we feel, think, or act, it all comes down to our mental health. Our mental health follows us in every stage of our lives. Our mental health deserves more recognition. My past wasn't the best. Middle school was like going through a maze with no way out. I was dealing with constant worry, trying to fit in, putting others before myself, having to hold my tears with fear of being laughed about. People have judged me before knowing me. This is why I make sure I am kind. I am kind because I don't want to judge someone who may be healing from things they don't talk about. You may never know if someone is feeling suicidal, facing an eating disorder, dealing with internal struggles. You may never know why someone acts the way they do. I deal with anxiety. I remember being a 6-year-old girl, feeling nauseous and having to run to the restroom every morning. It got to the point where the ladies in the office got annoyed with me and told me, if you feel sick, just stay home. But how am I supposed to stay home if I always feel like this? How am I supposed to stay home and not get my education? Why do I feel like this? The way I would beg my mom to please let me stay just so I wouldn't embarrass myself in school. Please, mom, I don't feel good. I can't explain it. I don't know how to. My mom would try to reassure me and say, it's okay, mija. But I also saw the frustration in her face, how stressful it was for her to find out what's wrong with me. So I kept it in. That 6-year-old girl is still me even to this day. Here I am, a senior in high school, thinking about the amount of times I've been told, you're just exaggerating. Or why are you getting so nervous? Take a chill pill. But no, I can't chill. How do you want me to chill when I can't even control my emotions? Telling me to just snap out of it. If it were only that easy, being able to get rid of my anxiety, like the light turning off and on, off and on, off and on. But the truth is, you can't. You can't see the days I wake up at 6 a.m. just to go early to school. Being nervous throughout school. The wave of tiredness that would hit me at once I got home because I was trying to finish my homework perfectly for my classes. And then the day repeats and repeats. You don't see the amount of times I've had to tell myself, you got this. Just volunteer to go first so you get it out of the way. Or try not to eat so much in the morning so you won't feel nauseous in class. Whatever you do, don't show that you're weak. I remember someone asking me, hey, are you okay? And I'm trying to distract myself from anxiety. I count in my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I say, huh? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Yeah, I'm okay. I think to myself, please don't get anxious, please don't get anxious. I look around my class, and as I see my teacher getting ready to cold call a student, my hand starts to tremble, and I think to myself, should I raise my hand, or do I wait to be called on? Why am I feeling like this? Do you still want me to snap out of it? Don't ever tell me to snap out of it, because you've never walked a mile in my shoes. Because this was a time in my life where I felt stressed. Stressed because sometimes I felt like I wasn't good enough, constantly tearing myself down and saying, I could do better, be better. We all have struggles. That's part of life. Mine just happens to be my anxiety. One thing I strongly stand by now is not letting my anxiety overcome me and not letting people dictate how they want me to act. We are not in this world to please others. If you are struggling with your mental health right now, never believe you are weak, because you are far from it. You are strong. Let them misunderstand you. Let them gossip about you. Their opinions are not your problem. Stay kind, committed to love, and free in your authenticity. Don't wear a mask to hide your authentic self. I don't regret the difficult things I have been through because it made me who I am. I will always remain humble because I know what it feels like to get bad grades, to feel unconfident, to feel unmotivated. We need more mental health awareness. Why? Because us as young kids need to stop trying to fit in and think that being vulnerable makes you weak, because it really does not. Being in an environment where all the teachers are not judgmental and really care about the students' well-being can really make a difference. We need to change the way people view mental health so that we can have more schools and environments like AJR.
Woo!
See.
Bravo! So, was it hard for you guys to type during that? Were you just kind of blown away? Does anyone want to come off the mic and talk about their initial thoughts? How did that go for everyone? That's right. Look at, what? Why is this an extraordinary monologue? Can we kind of like put that in our near pod? What is it about this that makes it strong? Building off of what we talked about with Americas. Like, you just add on to the same collaboration board. What made it so strong? What made it so? JB is saying it took courage, it took bravery to do that. Look at like Juan Hernandez, like Twinkle Storm Lizbeth. But what is it that helped? Like, she had several mountains, right? What helped her get up those little mountains? Compassion. Isaiah, can you speak to that? How did she show compassion?
Well, she went something from her bottom heart. That's something that triggers her throughout her mind. So she put that as a monologue to show to how other people feel.
Yeah, she says, thanks, guys. Conflict. Like, there's a lot of conflict. It was very good. I don't know, like, Elizabeth, I kind of feel like we're stunned. Because I had that reaction when I heard you on Tuesday. I was just like, oh my God, that's really good. And I couldn't wrap my head around why it was so good. So, like, there's conflict. It's from the heart, Twinkles. Relatability. Certain parts were relatable. Juan, can you talk about, like, why relatability is so important? Like, connecting. Where did you connect?
When she said, oh, I know what it's like to get bad grades and to stress about it. It's like, I can relate to that. And I feel relatability is really important because it helps you connect with the audience, and it makes audience more interested. Because if you're seeing something and you see, like if you're watching a TV show and you see a character that you can relate to, you feel like you're more interested in the show, and so that's why relatability is so important.
So like the bad grades, where before you go away, where else did you connect?
When she said, should I just raise my hand, or so I could just get it over with? Like I relate to that, because sometimes I'll be in class and sometimes I'll think to myself, should I just raise my hand to get it over with? Should I wait to be called on? And so there were moments like that. It was just really relatable. It was relatable to me.
Right, these moments, like there are these universal moments that good literature, good art, good drama has, right? So if you have a conflict in your heart, the chances are someone else has felt that conflict. Does anyone else have anything to say that they connected to? What makes this monologue unique and unusual and exceptional? Unusual in a good way.
I like the part where she said that we all have struggles, because that's something that it relates to like all the audience, because she mentioned something, it's part of life. So she doesn't just connect to certain people in the audience, she connects to everybody, and that's how everybody was able to like feel her monologue.
Nice. I love that part, Lizbeth, where you're like, people tell me to chill out, and you're like, I can't chill out, because I've been feeling that way during this whole pandemic. Like people are like, you take this too seriously, you know, and I'm like, it triggers me. I'm like, but this is serious. Okay, anyone else?
That part, the chill part, was also really relatable. It's like I'd be stressing for a test, like, oh, dude, just chill. It's like, no, dude, it's like my grade rides on this test, and it's moments like that are just relatable.
I hate it when someone tells me to calm down. I'm just like, what? When someone tells me to calm,
You're not calming me down. You're stressing me out more.
Right, because then it's like I'm like, yeah. Can you guys give me some feedback on this process right here? Like, can we write some next steps to her? It seems like I was the only one who was typing. Do you guys understand? I want you all to type in here. Like, why weren't we typing in this document? I guess I'm trying to figure out. Why weren't we giving feedback? Anyone? Crickets. I lost you. You want to go back to talking about how awesome Lizbeth was? I mean, I see Michelle in here, but I'm like, what are her next steps? Like, can we take a moment to meditate on that? What does she need to do next? Or is it perfect? She's emphasizing.
I feel like it's perfect, or nearly perfect. I can't really find much like flaws in her like monologue.
I don't know if it's a flaw, but like, is there a suggestion? Maybe we should think about it that way.
Angie said that find where she can slow it down. There was a lot of strength, but slow tone can help.
Okay, so slow down. So maybe like pace. Do you have an exact quote, Angie, where she can slow it down? Because I'm trying to model like how this can help. So where pace, pauses, pitch, emphasis, pace. Okay. So, oh, I like this. Who gave this suggestion? You can elongate the please, mom. Slow it down, but where? So whoever typed this is a great example of feedback that I want to see. Like, give them an exact quote, because that's the benefit of having the text next to you, is you can tell them like where to change their voice and where. Maybe in the shaky hand part that she talks about, I agree, maybe more pauses. Okay, Jennifer. Oh, look, it's Jennifer Cortez. I like the part when she talked about showing compassion to others because everyone is fighting a silent battle we know nothing about. I love that. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, anyone else? So did we not write feedback because it was too good? And not that it's too good. There's no such thing as too good. But slow it down. Anyone else on this process? All right, thank you guys.